Cooking and Crafts. Today I thought I'd bring to you a little video of a swap that I'm doing this month over on, well, Miss Deanna has a YouTube channel, and then she has a Facebook group that she does a swap through, and her YouTube channel is Crafty Crafts by Deanna, and then over on Facebook it's Crafty Crafts by Deanna, crafts, swaps and stuff. I'll leave the links below, and if you can't find the links there, I'm uploading my swap that Miss Peggy had sent to me, and it's uploading now, so the links of everything is even in that video, but I'll try to remember to link Miss Dina's channel and Facebook page. It's a really great swap group, so if you are in need of a great swap group, I suggest you join that one, because it's awesome. She does one, she tries to do one every month. We've had one every month up until COVID-19 came out, and I think there was just the 1 month we didn't do one because we were kind of unsure about the mailing situation and what was going on with the stuff. We didn't know, so we kind of held off, and then people were, she started off slow. I didn't do that one. It was the flat mail one, and our post office was still crazy, and I couldn't get to the post office, so. But anyhow, I had Miss Tracy. She's my swap partner. Hi, Miss Tracy. You aren't allowed to watch this, so before you see anything, shut this off. You know who you are. Turn it off. No peeking. Yours will be coming here shortly. I've got one more thing I want to do, I hope, if I can find what I'm looking for. So, and I'm not telling her. Well, first off, I'll just start kind of small. I made this little box, and inside of it, I made her this little Traveler's tea book. It's like the spin-off of a Traveler's notebook. I think her channel name is just Linda Parker, and I think she's a Stampin' Up demonstrator, but she has it over there on her channel, and I just kind of did her thing, and it's just got some, you know, it's got teas in it and little folders. You just do it like a traveling, you know, traveler's notebook, but with teas instead. Now, some of the stuff I haven't packaged up completely yet, like this isn't in a package, and I've got to decorate the box, but I wanted to, you know, show it, so I didn't want to have to untie bows and retie bows. And I made her this little tag. Sorry for the glare off the packaging, because I had already packed it, and I should have waited, but I had already packaged this up after I made it, and after I did it, I thought, oh, I shouldn't have did that. But yeah, then I'm sending her just some little stars. The swap this month was destash or stash, so we were supposed to pick items that we already had. Well, I did, like, I already had the stars, so a few things are things I already had, some of it's things that I made. This one is another one that I had already packaged, but I made a couple rosettes. These are, I had these left over from something I was working on, and I had a couple left over, so I packaged them up for her. And then I did this. That's a little mason jar. It's a shaker. I'll try to do it without blinding y'all to death, but it's a shaker. And then we all know the Impossible box, and inside is like a 2-inch bath bomb. If you don't know what the Impossible box is, go back in my videos, and I think I have a tutorial for it. I think. Yeah, I do. And then I had some little knit-noit things that I packaged. I had a tassel left over, and I had a couple wooden heart cutouts, a couple plastic hearts, and some pom-poms. I have a whole bunch of these kind of pom-poms, so I gave some away. I don't use pom-poms that often. And I mean, some of these things are traditional to what I send almost every person that I swap with. So, and this is one of them. It's the chapstick holder. I have a tutorial on how to do that. There's a link below for a free Cricut file, because I made it myself. I think this was, no, this wasn't Linda Parker. I can't remember, but she did it with dies, and I don't have a die cut. I have a die cutting machine, but I don't have dies, so I didn't use them. So I process everything, try to process everything through my Cricut. So yeah, if you go to the video, I think it's called either a lip balm or a chapstick holder, and it has the free Cricut file. And then another one of these little organza bags, and I just put some sparkly tulle in it. Had a little bit of that left over, so. And then I had made enamel dots the other day before my toaster oven blew up. Well, it didn't blow up, but it died. But I had made a bunch. And she said she didn't have any enamel dots, and I was like, well, I make my own. And I said, I'll share some with you. I have a whole bunch of them, so I shared some of those. This I can take out of the bag, because that's why a lot of these don't have toppers on them, but I put them in the bags to keep them from getting messed up too badly. And this is the mouse trap note holder, and this is a fresh, brand new mouse trap out of the bag. And when she gets this, she can pop these little butterfly wings out. I just tucked them down for packaging purposes. And then I had made, I have a Cricut file for this too. If anybody wants it, let me know and I'll shoot it your way. I'd made like a little thing of note cards. And then these tuck, I used to do them like in 18 and 20 packs, but they wouldn't fit. They were too heavy. And then there's a magnet on the back. You can put this on your refrigerator. You have a little notepad. So we have that. I had a couple of pages of Maggie Home stickers that I just sent them along. A package of these stickers. She's kind of likes the, I don't know, it's kind of vintagey kind of stuff she likes. So, I don't know. And then some of these little sunflower paper clips. I did get these in a swap, but they sent me so many of them that I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them, so I'm sharing. And I suggest with my stuff, I don't get offended. If you're not going to use it, pass it along, please. Don't just keep it in a drawer or in a folder somewhere and go, well, I'm never going to use this, but I can't give it away because I got it from a swap. No, please don't. If you can, you know, get somebody else get some use out of it, go ahead. I don't care if it's one of the scrapbook albums I made for you. If you're not going to use it, give it away. Give it to, you know, maybe somebody in your family or a friend, or if you need a quick birthday present and you don't have nothing, re-gift it. It doesn't bother me. Then I had some little charms that I had actually also got in a swap in a long time ago. I want to say it was around Christmas time. I don't even know if it was this Christmas. It might have been last Christmas. But yeah, there's a couple keys in there, and then the keys were in the swap. Now the crab and the bird that were mine that I had bought a while back. And then some bling. I don't even remember where this came from. I just know it was in my drawer and I never use it, so I use the bling on the roll. I don't use this kind. But I thought maybe Miss Tracy could find something to do with it, or you know, gift it to somebody who can. A little sticky still from the tag, but they're just some rolled up little roses, like rickrack roses. I'll never use them, so maybe she can. Then I had a whole, I don't know, I got these at the dollar store, I think. And I mean, I had a whole, there was like a test tube full of them. So I passed along. They're little banana erasers. And like I said, none of these have the toppers or the packaging that's going with them. I just wanted to show you before I did it. I made her a few handmade flowers and roses and things. Yes, Miss Peggy, I'm reusing your packaging. Miss Peggy had sent me this beautiful tag. Which I can actually show. I had it in the package yesterday, but it was this beautiful, beautiful tag, and it's hanging on my wall now, so that's why it has a knot in it. Because it's hanging up on my wall over here beside me, so, yeah, that's why I borrowed the packaging, because I have the tag hanging up. And then she doesn't have a printer, and I want to tell you, I print probably 90% of my stuff. I had got a good hint from a lady on YouTube. Her name is Jellybean. I can't remember what the rest of her name is. I can't remember what her YouTube. Jellybean Junction, that's it. I'll link her channel below as well. She had a great idea, and I never thought to do it, and I don't know why. But, like, when she gets a paper pack, she makes, like, master copies. She photocopies them. And I'm thinking, that is awesome, because, like, sometimes I'll have, like, a 12 by 12 sheet, and I need, like, a, you know, a 1-inch strip or a couple inch strips, and I gotta cut into a, you know, a good 12 by 12. But she just copies it off of her printer, and then you can use that. So that's, you know, what I do. I'll use one 12 by 12, and then I try to hold on, unless I'm making something big and I have to do it. But yeah, so anyhow, Tracy said she didn't have a printer, so I just printed her a bunch of different, like, little ephemeras. She likes the kind of like the old-fashioned stuff, like the Tim Holtz paper dolls, things like that, kind of on that length of craft style, I guess. So I just printed a bunch and cut it out on my Cricut. So I'm sending her that. Let's see. And then some buttons. I didn't have a whole lot of buttons, but I shared part of what I had. She said she likes buttons, so I shared a little handful of buttons that I had. I don't have very many buttons. And then I always give pencils, because what crafter don't need pencils? So there's those 3. And then I did her this one. It's a shaker pencil. And all I did was made a rosette, and then I stacked paper up, colored the edges, and then put acetate window there and put this stuff in it. And then on the back of it, which there's a nice glob of a hot glue hair. Yeah. I had a Bobo straw. I have a bunch of Bobo straws, actually. I got them off of Amazon, oh my, like 2 years ago. I was big into the bubble tea, and then I got out of it. But I had that bubble tea straw, and then I just took, the pencil comes out, so she can use this pencil. But I should have made another one and covered up my mess, but I didn't. But it's okay. And then I just took and sat this on some parchment paper upside down, and I ran some glue down in there, and then I let it harden and peeled it off, and then it kind of peels like around the edges, and it capped it. And then I squirted a little more down inside of it, and then I took another pencil, a pencil that I don't use, and I shoved it up in there and let it cool, and then just twisted it, and the pencil came right out. So then it fits the pencil. So that was all I did to it. And then, so she got some pencils. I made her a card, and this is her card. It's a shaker card. Miss Deanna had showed how to make this over on her channel, so you can go check that out. If you'd like to learn to make one, she teaches you how to do it. I put glitter in mine, and then this is the inside. I just left it plain in case she wants to gift it. And then I have her little note in here. Oh, let's see, what else do I have? Then I made some butterflies. I just cut these out on my Cricut. And some bows. These I'm just gonna put on the top of her package. Just kind of toss them over the top. And then I might do a few more cutout things and put on top. I don't think Miss Tracy has a YouTube channel. Tracy, if you do have one, I'm sorry I didn't know. If I think about it, I'll ask her on Facebook today, and if she has one, I'll link it. But I don't think she does. And then I had some paper left over, so I just kind of cut those little, you know, flag banner things to that. And then I'll even send her, like, when I make a scrapbook for somebody, I always send, like, a few scraps with it and some of the ephemera pieces and things like that, or chipboard pieces or whatever I've got, in case, you know, they're like, well, this picture would look cool if I would have had another little lemon or another little dog or whatever. So I always try to send extra. So then the last thing I have, I believe, for her is her scrapbook. Now, everybody that I swap with gets a scrapbook. And I mean, unless we've partnered before, when you don't want another one, then I don't send one. But usually I try to give everybody one that I haven't swapped with, because my motto is making smiles one scrapbook at a time. And I think every family needs one, just to put photos in and memories, and something that you may even possibly pass down. Like mine right now is the one that Miss Peggy sent me, because I make them for everybody, but I mean, I've made ones for us, but it's not as elaborate as Miss Peggy went out and did. Mine are basically like this. But this is the photo album I did for Miss Tracy. I'm just going to flip through it because I have a tutorial on this book, and I had already made the tutorial. And there's the front, and in the back I just put a little tuck thing, and then it has my name and the date on it. Now, that's one thing Miss Peggy did not do. She did not name or sign her book or anything. Oh, and I forgot I have this also for Miss Tracy. I have a tutorial on that as well. It's on my channel. It's the, I believe I called it the notebook holder. I'll try to remember to link it below. But that's it right now. So, I hope it's enough. I always feel like I don't give enough, and then I'll get mine, and like Miss Peggy, I mean, I sent things, but, oh, I forgot to show you this too. Okay. Miss Peggy had sent me, and I keep this little tablet beside my desk because I need it to write notes in. Like, I don't have anything in there right now. But Miss Peggy had sent me this yesterday. It came in the mail, and it had a tool bow on it, and it was in a package. It was all pretty and everything, but I'd done unwrapped it and put it on my desk. Everything she got me has got a home, so. But based it on the idea of this elastic band as the pen holder, I thought that was kind of a neat trick. So I came out with this, and I have an elastic right here, and it holds. And I put two little brads on either side and ran the elastic. I would have rather had bigger, but I don't have the bigger brads yet. I need to order some. And I would have rather used the flat elastic, but it still worked. It's not bad. And I just had some little flowers that I had laying around. I put those on there, and a little bow and some trim. And then you just open this up. And then where that elastic was, it leaves a little hump. And it's back here, and that's why I put the pocket to kind of disguise it a little bit. And it's like an expandable pocket, so you put receipts in here or whatnot. And then I just took a legal pad and I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again, so I cut it in quarters. And I just, you know, glued it onto this. and made her a little notebook with it. But I thought the pen idea was neat, and then I just took paper, rolled it up, and tucked it in the pen, and used it for that. But I'm gonna put ribbon in that. The flowers weren't quite dry, and because my hot glue gun died, so I had to use my Barely Art glue and put it on there and keep going by and pushing them down a little bit, make sure they were adhering. So I think they're dry now. Yeah, because I couldn't do this before they were sliding all over the book. So, but that's that, and there's the back of it. It's just a little notebook. So I made that for her, and that's it. That is it. Yep, that's all I've got for now. And there's a couple other things I'm gonna send her. Well, I have a little booklet, and it's got prints and stuff in there for her. Like I said, she doesn't have a printer, and she likes this kind of theme, and she had sent me a link to this and like, do you like this? And I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's pretty. I do like it. I'm gonna print mine out too. But so and she said she couldn't find guest checks. And I said, well, I'll print you off some. I don't mind. Because right now she can't. She does print things off. And, but right now she's having a hard time because her library is not open. And a lot of places aren't. Some places are opening up things, but they don't figure, I guess, the library is an essential. She likes patterns, you know, like the front of the pattern. She cuts the people out, and she uses them on tags and things. She showed me some beautiful things that she makes. So, and I just, you know, I told her, I'll print all day long what you want, but you can't sell none of this stuff because, you know, most of it was on websites that offer, like, vintage things that are way back in, like, the early 1900s. Don't really, I guess, the copyrights are expired. But I told her, I'm not for sure. And I'm not sure, like, some of the free sites that I go to get photos and things, I'm not sure, you know, somebody may have stole it and stuck it on that website, and it's, you know, I don't want to copyright infringe anything. So, you know, as long as you're not selling them and you're just using them for your own personal use, I don't think it'd be a problem. So, I just printed her off some of these. She likes old black and white photos. So there's, you know, some of them I printed double because I wanted her to have a little extra. So, and then I just made a little cardstock folder, and I punched everything, and then she showed me this, so I didn't leave, you know, I didn't punch it, and I can't punch the paper because it'll leave holes, and I don't want to, so I'm just going to tuck it in there and put some cardboard over it and ship it off to her. But, other than that, that's all I have for her. Like I said, there's like one more thing I want to get for her, but, they haven't had it they hadn't had the item that I want to get her the last couple times, and it's a water bottle, and then she don't have a Cricut either, so that way I can put her name on it. So I need to go to find a store that has some water bottles that are plastic that I can use, or the metal ones or something. I can't send a glass one. That's crazy. Because I mean, I don't think they make glass water bottles. I mean, they have glass lined water bottles, but I could, you know, I'll send something like that. But how Miss Peggy got that candy dish through the mail without a chip, a crack, or anything is beyond me. She packed that box like a boss. It was amazing how she packed that box, because there nothing even, I don't think anything even shifted. It was packed. And I mean, that's after hearing the post office lady kerplunk it onto my porch. I heard the box, and I opened that door up, and I'm like, whoa, 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 can't you read? I was a little upset, because I mean, you know, I know it's your job to deliver the mail, and we might be your last stop, and you're trying to hurry. But come on, you know, keep the respect. It's still somebody's mail. And when it says fragile on the top of it, that's what it means. It doesn't mean throw it down on somebody's porch. But in her defense, she did have her hands full of mail, and she was trying to put mail in the mailbox, and she, you know, the box, it was sliding, and it kind of dropped, not real far, it just kind of, enough that I heard it, so. But it's okay, everything was intact, nothing broke, everything was beautiful. Okay, guys, that's all I have for today. Now, if there's anything here that I showed, and you want a tutorial on it, just leave a comment and tell me you do, because if I don't have comments about it, I'm not gonna, you know, I probably will do one eventually, but I won't be as quick about getting one out if I don't have people that are interested in it. I'm not gonna show stuff if you're not interested, you know, like I told my husband, you know, I'm gonna give this till Christmas time. And sorry for the interruption. And then my husband's running to Lowe's, so he's letting me know. I was always telling my husband, I said, I'm going to give this till December, maybe the first of the year. I told myself, they're, you know, I don't have, really, people don't comment. They don't like the videos or anything. So I said, I'll give this till December, January of 2021. And I said, if things don't pick up, and people, because I said people just don't seem like they're even interested. You know, I don't get any comments of, hey, I tried your project and it turned out really great. I don't get any of that. So, you know, it's kind of pointless for me to keep going if nobody's even watching. And, you know, I mean, I have fun doing the videos and I like talking to y'all and everything, but, I mean, I can do that on Facebook and Messenger. I don't have to stand here and video it. So that's that. I'm just saying, you know, if things don't pick up soon, I'm just gonna discontinue my channel, because it's just kind of silly for me to keep going on and it's not going anywhere. I'm you know, one day I'll have 120 subscribers and then the next day it's 117, and then I get 2 more and then I lose 2. So, you know, my numbers are all over the place. Even YouTube's like, what's your gist here? You get one video that's good and the next one's not. And, you know, it's just, it's for me, it's depressing. And there's enough depressing stuff in the world that depresses me, and I don't need this to depress me. So, yeah. So, if my numbers don't change, not actually the numbers, I don't care about the subscribers. I'm just talking about, the comments of, you know, if you want a tutorial, yes. If you don't see it, I'm not doing it. That's just it. I'm just not going to do them, because there's no point in doing it when no, you know, if there's one person, fine, I'll do it. It's not a problem. But if there's nobody, what's the point? Okay, so that's how it's going to go. I'll be here till, you know, probably the first of the year, and then if things don't change, this channel is gonna have to say adios, because like I said, I feel like I'm just wasting my time if nobody's watching or subscribe, you know, or whatever. So, alright guys, that's all I have for you. This is Miss Tracy's haul, or her swap, and I'm gonna get this out in the mail to her as ASAP. Like I said, there's like maybe 1, 2, 3 things I still want to put in here, that, because I know she doesn't have a Cricut and things, and I'm trying to give her stuff that she could actually use and to make crafts with. So, okay guys, I love each and every one of you. Like, subscribe, you know, that whole spiel. Everybody says it on every video. I'm not even gonna say it anymore. It doesn't matter. Alright guys, love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.